But hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So let me just address how yesterday, what was yesterday? March the 12th, 2017, your girl almost died. Now, I'm not into the story times and the this almost happened to me when the shit really ain't almost happened to you type of thing. I almost died yesterday night. All because of flat tummy tea. Supplementpolice.com is where I found all of this from. So the cleansing tea, which is the real tea, the tea that's gonna make you flat in tummy, okay, is its first main ingredient. So you all know when you're reading like ingredients on labels and stuff, the first thing that comes next to ingredients is the main thing. So that's like what the product is majorly made of. You know, it goes in order how much, by like how much they put in there. So if like 80% of this is water, they will put water first. But if 80% of this was chlorine, they would put chlorine first and then water. Get it? Get it. Alright, so the first supplement or the first thing that's in there is Seena Alexandria pods and leaves. Basically, Seena Pod tea. Now, if you guys don't know what Seena Pod is, like Seena Pod been around for a long time. It's like a harsh, natural laxative. Yes, once again, a harsh, natural laxative. Okay, so I don't know which two words out of that whole like scenario is the worst, harsh or laxative. Okay, so when you thinking of flat tummy tea, you thinking of like, you know, I'm about to get real snatched, I'm about to lose weight. You're not really necessarily losing weight, you're losing waste. Stuff that's gonna have to come out anyway. It's just making it come out faster so that you can lose weight, and you know, the swelling of your intestines can go down, so it looks like you have a flat tummy. So I get my little Seena Pod tea. Seena Pods. This is West Indian herbs, as you can see, and it says laxative at the top. It labels all of like the things. So like lemongrass is used for sleeping, Seena Pods are used for laxatives, and they were only $1.29 each. So I'm like, let me get it. It's probably not gonna work because it's $1.29 each, but boy was I wrong. But we'll get onto that later on into the story. So I pick up two. I'm like, yes, I'm about to have me a flat tummy out here. Well, it wasn't gonna really be flat, but it wasn't gonna be looking like I'm fat and pregnant. It's just gonna look like I'm flat, like I'm fat. Ooh, you see, you heard that, flat fat? Okay. But no, seriously. And on the back it says, to make a laxative tea, use 1 to 2 teaspoons of dry herb per cup of boiling water. Steep for 10 minutes. Drink up to 1 cup a day in the morning or before bed for no more than a few days. And it says Seena is used for constipation and evacuation of the bowel. Oh, who wrote this? The Indians use Seena for constipation, liver disease, jaundice, anemia, typhoid fever. So I was like, okay, so that's I already knew what Seena Pod was previous to that, because I did more information once I found out what's, you know, what was in flat tummy teas. I was like, okay, what's Seena Pod? Found out it was a natural laxative. So it tells you only 1 cup a day, right? So I decided my first cup, I was gonna mix my lemongrass with my Seena Pod and my chamomile all together in like one of the carrot cups, like the reusable carrot cups. So I did that, and I was like, all right, I used like the 10 ounce or like the largest cup that you can make on the carrot, girl. So I'm like, all right, this didn't taste like nothing, because it wasn't like brown. Like, it was brown, but it wasn't like as brown as my second cup was. So after I did that, I'm like, all right, so this ain't gonna work. It was only $1.29. This ain't gonna work, especially for all of these Seena Pods. Well, that's the one I opened. So this is the brand new one. for all of these like Seena Pods, that's not gonna work for $1.29. So what I do, I decided to make a whole nother cup of Seena Pod tea. So I drunk that, which was the biggest cup that you could make on the Keurig also. An hour go by. So remind you now, I started drinking these 2 cups like 8:35ish because I missed half of Real Housewives of Atlanta. The second time I didn't mix the chamomile and the lemongrass, it was just straight Seena Pod. I'm like, this tastes like dirt. Like it wasn't nasty, it just tastes like hot water. I was up till around 11:47 was the last time I looked at my clock. So I had to go to sleep around 12:15. Tell me why I woke up around 2 to 3. It had to be around somewhere around that time. My stomach was cramping up so freaking bad. Like, it was cramping up so bad. And I'm like, oh my God, your stomach ever cramp up so bad that you just feel like you can't even move? And what I found out also today when I woke up, well, like a couple hours after after my class, my period was coming on too. So my stomach was cramping up from my period, and my stomach was also cramping up from the Seena Pod. So I get up and I run to the bathroom. Well, I didn't really run. It was like a mild, brisk walk. It wasn't even a jog, sis. But we're not even gonna talk about that. So I went in, I sat down in the toilet, and boy, when I let loose. Like, when I tell y'all I let loose. Like, it was loose. And my bowel movements was literally loose. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And then, you know, out of nowhere, I just feel like the porcelain that I was sitting on sucked the life from my head top all the way down into the porcelain. I was like, and I don't know, like maybe because I was just losing so much of like fluid and all of that. Because mind you now, before I went to sleep, before I got in bed, which was around 9-10ish, I was peeing non-stop. So I guess somewhere in between that time, so I got super dehydrated. So not only did I lose all my water, I lost my waist also that kept me hydrated also. So I'm like, oh my God. So in my bathroom, I have a dirty clothes hamper. I pulled my dirty clothes hamper in front of me and I laid on it like this. So I'm still going to the bathroom on my dirty clothes hamper. Well, not on my dirty clothes hamper, but I was laying on my dirty clothes hamper or whatever, using the bathroom. Like, when I tell you guys I was so dehydrated, but I didn't know what it was at the moment. It was just dehydration. I'm just like, I need something. Remind you now, it felt like I was sitting on this porcelain for 30 minutes, but it probably was only 10-15 minutes. Like, I literally feel like I died. Like, I felt like I died. So I'm like, all right, boom. You know, I wiped, flushed the toilet, but I didn't move my dirty clothes hamper back because I was like, I just need to get water and then come back to the toilet, because I know, like, you know how when you feel like you removed what was at the door but it's still more coming? Yeah, that's what happened. So I'm like, all right, let me just run to the kitchen real quick. So I didn't run, a brisk mild walk to the kitchen, which is not that far from my my bathroom. It's maybe like 15 footsteps to the kitchen from the bathroom. Halfway there, I just felt my body just boom. So I just started leaning on the wall. Like, when I tell you guys, I felt like a zombie, like Walking Dead. Honestly, like, I didn't have a soul at that point. I was going in and out of conscious, like everything was black. And what made matters worse, I didn't turn on the lights or anything, because you know when you know your house, you know how to get to certain places in your house in the dark. So it was like I was going in and out. So then I finally get to the refrigerator. I lean on the refrigerator. I'll open up the refrigerator and I see, like, I don't even see anything at this point. I just see spots and my eyes just going in and out. Literally, I really felt like I was dying. So I'm like, oh my God, like, and I'm just remembering my mom put like mad waters in our refrigerator door. So I reached down, don't feel any water, and then I pulled out one water bottle, but it was like a seltzer water. It was like a flavored soda-y water, you know, like that water that tastes flavorful, but it was like a salsa water kind of, but it wasn't. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work. It's too sweet. I just need something to quench my thirst, but I don't need sugar. Even though it didn't have sugar in it, it's still, you know what I mean. So I'm like, I just need plain water. So I reached down, grab a water bottle, and I closed the refrigerator. As I'm trying to like hurry up and walk back to the bathroom, like, and I'm going in and out of conscious, in and out of conscious, in and out of conscious, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, at this point, I'm going from wall to wall. Like, my hallway is about this big, so it's a little bit bigger. It's like two of me. Just think of two of me right now, and it's like, all right, so it's like I'm moving, boom boom, like every step I take, I go the opposite side, because it's just like my body just can't balance itself. So at this point, I'm walking like Thriller, y'all. Like, my foot's like boom boom boom. So as I'm walking like Michael Jackson Thriller, like da 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 Thriller. Yeah, I'm trying to unscrew this water bottle, but I'm like, this shit feel light, but at the same time, I'm like, it's just so much going on in my head. Like, I realized that somebody drank out of the water bottle already, like, and I'm like, bruh. So I screwed the top back on with all my strength. Remind you, now I'm still going in and out of conscious, hitting each wall as I'm walking, and I just throw the water bottle. I don't know why. It was just like extra weight in my hand that I just couldn't manage. So I'm trying to get back to the toilet. I'm just like, fuck it, like, whatever, let me just get back to my toilet. Tell me why I ended up a whole 3 rooms down from the bathroom, which is the way my apartment is set up. Like, my room is the first room. As you go down this long hallway, my room is the first room. Then you walk up a little bit, the bathroom is on this side. Then you walk up a little bit, my brother's room is on this side. Then you go straight back till you can't go no more. My mother's room is the whole room, like all the way in the back. Like, mind you, now that had to be like an extra 15 steps that I had to take to get to my mother's house, my mother's room, past the bathroom. So I get to her room, and then, like, I'm going, mind you, now, in and out of conscious, like flashing and things like that. She was the only person that had like a TV on, so she had her TV on while she was sleeping. I'm like, oh shit, I'm in her room. Remind you, now I couldn't notice that I was getting to her room because I was going in and out of conscious. Like, everything was going black and white, and it was just like I was really about to pass out. So I get to her room. As soon as I get to her threshold, I just feel my body, just like my legs just collapsed, my head just went like this, and I'm just like, oh my god. So I try to grab onto her threshold of her door, and thank god I had enough strength to pull myself back up, and I leaned against the wall for like a second or two, and I marched back like a zombie, hitting each wall, back to the bathroom. Remind you, now my mother is asleep, my brother is asleep. I still don't understand how everybody don't hear this. Like, I threw the water bottle on the floor, I'm stomping in the house, I'm hitting each wall as I go. It probably sounded like somebody was breaking in, and I know for a fact it sounded like somebody was breaking in because I kind of could remember the noises. And I'm like on the toilet. Now I get back to the toilet, I fall down on the toilet. First of all, you hear that, and then you hear like I'm like banging on the clothing bin, because like I'm trying to get it back to where it needs to be so I can lay my head down a little bit while I'm on the toilet, just in case I gotta go. And that would be just a disaster to clean up if I wasn't on the toilet. So I get back to the toilet, I'm just like, I need water, like, ma, please. And then my mother's boyfriend, I guess I think he heard everything, but he was just like, it wasn't his place to say anything. And it's like, so he's like, yo, like, Zahara, like, something is wrong with her. And like, my mother's like, Zahara, what? I'm like, I need water, like, I'm really about to pass out, like, I can't. And she's like, oh my gosh, okay. Like, well, she didn't even say oh my gosh, she just got up and she just went got me a glass of water. Mind you, that she gave me glass and I'm passing out, but I don't think she knew that I was passing out. But no, I told her, she was like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm about to pass out. I feel like I'm about to pass out. So it's like, sis, you knew I was about to pass out and you gave me glass, but okay, you was trying to let me kill myself off. All right, that's fine. So she gives me the glass of water. Soon as the water touched the back of my throat and went down my stomach, I don't know where I got this sudden burst of energy. It was just like everything was back normal again. I wasn't like fainting, my hair wasn't light again, none of that, until about like 2 more minutes later when I actually went again. And then it was just like I felt like I lost my body to the porcelain again, and it's like I had to drink some more water, and then I was back up again. I was just like, yo, this Seena Pod tea ain't no joke. And then on top of that, I drank 2 glasses of Seena Pod tea. I almost died because of Seena Pod tea, y'all. Do not try that flat tummy tea. I'm trying to tell y'all, because it has even more ingredients in it. Y'all, something gonna happen to y'all trying to get that flat tummy. Like, it looked like the devil. It smelled like the devil. But I still want to knock at the devil's door. Ain't that something? Lord, we need to call Jesus, because I done lost it. But I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye.